Welcome to DowerChin.com. Today we're going to take a look at a stylus. This is Adonit Jot Dash, one of their newer styluses. And it's targeted for Android and iOS, so it's not specific for the iOS platform like a lot of the other Adonit ones that have come out. So let's take a look at what you get with this thing. Alright, so we can see that it is a powered stylus. It has a charger right here, so if you look, it's a USB charger. And we will take a look at the pen itself. So you can see it's very slender, slim design here. It is a powered device, so you can charge it with this charger. Actually, it's very reminiscent of some of the older Adonit styluses that actually had that used the USB port to charge them. So you would stick it into your device and then stick it here, and it would just be on the side of your laptop, for example. It would stand up and charge. So, like I said, this is a powered device, and basically the reason why is it's not that it's Bluetooth. It's not Bluetooth. So what they're trying to achieve here is, instead of some of the other designs that have the nubby stylus tips like this one here, it uses a battery in here to provide the charge into the tip so that you can get some more accuracy. So let's go try this out on a couple of my devices and see how it performs. So first up, we're going to try it on my iPad Air 2. So now the interesting thing is with this pen, if you don't turn it on, it will not function. So it's not on right now because there's a little tiny LED here that represents that. As you see, it's not doing anything. So if I tap the top button here, and it goes on, see the LED kind of flashed green for a moment, and now I can do things. So now it actually functions. So first things first, we'll go to my favorite app, Sketchbook, and we will try something. So we're going to go, I got my standard black here, and we're going to, now one thing to preference is that there's no palm rejection on this pen. So I'm going to have to hover draw. So we'll do that. I'm going to draw some straight lines, and we see that it actually is relatively accurate to the point of the tip here. If you can see that here. Vertical lines, same thing. It actually is pretty accurate. I have to put some pretty straight lines if I don't wiggle too much. That's me wiggling, not the pen. So for horizontal and vertical lines, seems to work quite well. The thing that I did find with this, which is weird, is if you do diagonal, it does something kind of weird. I'm not sure you can see that. It does a kind of stair step pattern. See that? So if I'm holding it and I'm going to go diagonally, it does a very interesting stair step. It doesn't do it straight. This is an interesting problem. I don't know if it's my pen, but it is persistent. I can't seem to get it to stop that. If I go faster, a little bit better, but diagonally it produces these weird squiggle lines. So straight horizontal and vertical, not a problem. Diagonals, you have this weird stair stepping. So if I were to, let's go with maybe a thicker line here and see what happens. So if I were to do it this way, still does it. So I'll put myself flat on the table again. It's very, very strange. As you can see, that's the effect I'm getting. Let's use red, for example, here. Let's go down this way. So it's the same type of pattern, same type of stroke I'm using, like say with this guy, diagonally. So you can see I'm not having the same type of stair stepping problem I am with this. So you can see that's the result there. So it's very, very odd. I don't know if it's related to the iOS, but this is what I'm getting with this. So let's go take a look at some other apps real quick. Let's go and let's do, say, Procreate. And we'll create a new drawing here, retina size drawing. I go in here, that's just, we're going to use this other program just to see if it's maybe not something to do with Sketchbook. Just use HP Pencil. That's fine. All right, we'll go ahead and start. Sorry, so I'm going to go put this down on the table again. We'll go across. Horizontal, no problem. It's just fine. Get my hand out of the way. Okay, diagonal. No, still seem to do it. I'll show you in a moment here. We'll move up here. All right, let's take a look here. So I have the pen here. Does this interesting stair step. Oops, that was little multi-touch things here. Oh, my hand is still kind of on. So as you see, diagonals do not work well with the Jot Dash. Ugh, I'm actually very disappointed in that. I don't know why it is that way. Alright, so let's go and try this on a different device. Actually, you know what? Before I even do that, I'm sorry. Let's go do some note taking. I know people have always criticized me for not taking notes and showing how note taking works. So we will use this thing. Oops, I was doing this earlier. I'm gonna make a new. Let's see. Delete this note. Done. Yes, delete it. And we will create a new document here. Alright, plus a default blank document. Alright, so here we are. So I'm going to tilt this because I kind of write at an angle. So once again, I can't really put my hand down on it, so it's going to do horrible things if I do that. Undo that, undo, undo, undo. Alright, so there. So let's zoom back out a little bit so I can get to the spot I want. So let's hover right. Oops, hold on, pen, ink. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Hello. This is a test. Try a little bit bigger. Oops. Ah. Alright. So you see that. Let me choose me a thicker line here. Here we go. A thicker line. Let's try that again here. A thicker line. Ooh. So that's kind of how it looks like close up. It is very odd. There's always those diagonals that are having problems are showing up in these attempts to try to do script, and see how it squiggles. Ugh, I'm very disappointed with this. I don't know what to tell you. I really want to like this pen. This is not helping. So alright, let's just eliminate iOS from the picture. Let's go to some of my other tablets and let's just see if this is replicated on those as well. Alright, so we're going to go to my Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2. Now, granted, this has a built-in stylus, so you really don't really need something like this. But for the sake of argument, if you have a Samsung tablet or another tablet that's Android-based that doesn't have a stylus, then this would be a decent test. So first things first, we will go to my usual standby Autodesk Sketchbook. Load that up. Alright, I got a new document. I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use, well, let's go with the standard colors, not Copic, and choose black. Take the pencil. Alright, so let's go and do something. Alright, same test as before. Now once again, I can't put my hand down because there is no palm rejection with the device here. So I will kind of get back to the drawing area. So alright, horizontal lines. So let's do that. Oh. No, let's try to make sure it's on. Alright, maybe it's not on. Oh, I'm sorry. I was goofing around with this earlier. It is in pen mode. Let's see, preferences, pen mode off. So it didn't accept the input. There we go. Alright, try it again and do that. So, alright, here we go. Horizontal lines. So you see from here. So far so good. So horizontally, it pretty much is right on spot. Vertically, same deal. Actually, it's a little off, but it's okay. It's actually not bad. The wiggle is my fault. Sorry about that. My hand is not very steady because I have unsteady hands when they're not on the surface. So there you see. So that's how the lines look like. Relatively straight. All right, but there are a few areas, but they're not wiggly. So that's the big thing. So now we will try that same test with a diagonal. And let's see what happens. Actually, to help you, I'm going to make the brush size a little bit bigger. Here we go. Alright, so there we go. So we'll do diagonals. Still there. Not as horrible. So I don't know if it's something with my iPad Air 2 or not. So this is actually better on the Android side. So as you can see here, it definitely is not very prevalent. I don't know if it's an iOS thing or not. It may actually very well be an iOS thing. Or at least a iPad Air 2 thing. I know that I heard things about the iPad Air 2 changing, Apple changing the touch sensor, which could be what's causing that to be that way. But this is still doing a little bit of wiggle, though. I mean, it's just definitely not as prevalent. Okay, so we're going to try another program now. Let's try Infinity Paint. So Infinity Painter here. And we'll just create a new document, blank one, and alright, so here we are. So let's see what happens here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to draw, I'll use the red color here, and we'll just start drawing. I don't want to use this tool though. I want to use let's just go sketch. There we go. So this is going to be blue line apparently. So here we go. Well, that's fine, I'll leave it alone. Alright, so just go here. So we're going to draw this way. So horizontal lines. I need to move my hand again. Our vertical lines. I'll do it from this side. Oop. So you see here, not too bad. Let's go diagonally. There we go. Not bad at all. So this is without, this is a powered stylus, but it doesn't, it's not the Wacom digitizer that's in this thing. So Infinity Paint seems to handle it just fine. So no stair stepping. So it looks like it's strictly related to the iPad Air 2. It's very interesting. So all right. So this looks like it's okay. Let me see any note-taking applications I have on here. I've done most of my note-taking with S-Note, which unfortunately requires the stylus. So I don't think I have any other note-taking applications that will work with just this. So I apologize for that. Well, what we can do is now we can just move over to another device and just see how this performs on that. Okay, so we'll take a look at my old Surface RT. This is quite an old tablet in tablet time. And even though not many people have them, though there are actually quite a number of them floating around, and even though it's discontinued, once again, there's some out there, and it'd be nice to be able to use this on it. So let's take a look. Now obviously you can see that's on and it works just fine. I can scroll around and I can run applications, so that's really good. So now let's go into OneNote and take a look at it. So I'm going to create a new note. Alright, call this one test. Click down here. Let's change to drawing. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'll choose, let's see, use pen 1. Let's see, let's make the medium point. Yeah, we'll use black. Alright, let's just do it. So once again, take a look, drawing horizontal lines. It's weird, it doesn't quite, that's weird, it kind of sputtered there. I'm not sure why it sputters there. Certain spots it seems to sputter. That's why I'm pressing down enough maybe. Alright, so let's try that again here. Alright, I'm pressing down a little bit firmer now. So it seems to be better when it's firmer. Alright, so I wasn't pressing hard. Well, no. Alright, so this might be something to do with the surface. That's weird. So there's some weird dead spots in there for that. I'm not sure if it's OneNote or not, but I see some spots that just don't seem to work. Let's just try. Alright, let's try the diagonal. Since that was the one problem we had before on iOS, on the iPad Air 2. Look at that. It's actually really, it's even worse here. Oh my god. So, you can see the stair stepping is awful on the RT. And there's some blank spots in there. I don't know why. Let's turn the pen off real quick. Let's turn it back on. Alright, so it's green. Alright, so yeah, the RT doesn't like it that much. So alright, so you can see that makes this really cool stair step pattern on the RT tablet. So that's very interesting. It's something, once again, I don't seem to really have an issue with oh no, wait, this does the same thing too. So it has the same effect, similar to one of those nubby styluses. So it's very interesting. I'll make a new page. Do that again. Go into the go into the drawing tools, and I'll do the same type of thing here. So even with this nubby thing, it does a stair step pattern. So it must be something to do with the touch surface on here. Although this is actually a bit worse than that one. So yeah, you can see that. So alright, so unfortunately, not all that great on the Surface RT. I am having some difficulty with it. Diagonals on my iPad Air 2, but it seems to work okay on my Samsung Galaxy Note Pro. So there you have it, a look at Adonit's Jot Dash, a powered stylus that, for them, removes the need for that little disc in front, and it's powered so that you can get a more finer point than, say, something like this. Now, physical comparison, you can see that well, you can see that it's a lot of similarities to my standby favorite, which is the Boxwave EverTouch stylus with the fiber tip. Obviously, you can see the very thin tip in comparison to that. So there's obvious advantages to using it. Once again, I can't explain why it's doing what it's doing on the iPad Air 2. Adonit doesn't say there's any compatibility issues with the iPad Air 2, just it seems that mine is producing those funny jagged lines when doing diagonal drawing. So, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or things you want to see about this pen that I have not covered, please feel free to leave comments and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.